if June 28th had gone the way it was supposed to, that afternoon when I got home from the dog walk that followed the lap swimming, I would have grabbed the novel that I had chosen to read, and I would have curled up in that porch, fallen asleep, and awakened to Rob opening that screen door and saying, okay, let's have those birthday crab cakes and a little wine out here on the deck. I mean, that's the way the script was supposed to go. But it didn't. After all that happened last summer, it was tough to hear the birds continue to chirp. It can be a morning with the birds calling extra loudly that can be the most painful, because that makes me think about Rob. I can't make the earth spin backwards and undo it. Tomorrow is actually my wedding anniversary. June is just full of these dates that are a little hard. We used to joke about how, we're the only people, each side of the family, the only couple that hasn't been divorced at least once. We haven't been divorced at all. I didn't foresee that ever going to be a problem, so that's a toughie. You talk about egregious. You talk about a mistake, something that never should have happened. This is the person it should not have happened to. We have some funny memories, including, you buy a hammock, it lasts for so many years, and you never know quite when it's really going to give way, And Rob was in one of them one year, and it was just when it decided to wear out, and down it went onto the ground, and so did he. And he handled it very well. The kids and I were talking about that recently. I've deliberated over whether to put that back up because it really, really, really reminds me of Rob. I think I'm going to try the hammock. The joke in our family is that I flunked kindergarten. I have no fine motor skills, so that I'm doing this is no small feat, let me just say. Once you've been married a while, you understand the whole need to be together and the need to be apart. And it was not unusual that I would have nap time in the screen porch just a few feet away, and he would have nap time in the hammock. And then he would wake up and he'd say, come get in the hammock with me now. And then we would just hang out and stare at the trees, talk about some fun trip he wanted to take that I definitely wanted to take too. So that's what we used to do. These passages, these dates that are going to come around and around and around and around. The 22nd, the wedding anniversary, Father's Day whenever it falls in June, and then the 28th, the day, of course, when the shooting happened. There is this unique, horrible anniversary in that weird thing about the birthday part. It's just so weird. I mean, and yesterday when I made my speech, I had to say, I had to say thank you for this wonderful event in this now horrible month for me. I said, we're coming up on the anniversary, June 28th, which also happens to be my birthday. And these people, you could just hear this collective. The nightmare that I had was that something had happened to him. That was the worst. He would say, well, obviously you just love me so much. I go, well, yes, I do. We're going out Thelma and Louise style, same time, whatever. I don't want to think about it. Well, no, I did not get to write that script. He didn't either. It was tough to get back in this porch that summer. But I'm easing. I'm getting back in there because it's home. Everybody else out there, whatever your loss is, you figure out your way and you do it. And I'm just stumbling my way into mine. That's funny, you know. Those of us who have lost people, we see these signs, you know. That's where I'm going to go back to the birds. This was always, I shouldn't even call it Rob's job. It was like Rob's hobby, his joy, his pleasure to feed the birds. Something I think most of us know as we grow older and more mature and get more scar tissue because we've lost people. You know, you have those people with you. I would say, you know, I can just get bird feed at Wegmans and, oh no, that's not good enough. Got to get the gourmet stuff for the birds. You find ways to have those people with you. You want them with you. That's why you do it. You can't have them incarnate. And so symbols like, you know, a certain bird call, because that was something Rob appreciated and loved. That's what reminds me of his presence. It's almost metaphorical. You know, the birds keep chirping and you know, I'm gonna be okay. I know that. And I know that's what he would want for the birds and me. He's here in a very different way, a less desirable way, for sure. But still here.